Madison wears cat ears. Rokia is a Muslim. Leah dresses emo. It's okay if you've noticed, Steele. In fact, they know that you do. In some cases, they want you to. Rachel wants you to notice her makeup. Chance wants you to appreciate his musicality. It isn't bad to be different. We all are. We just choose to express ourselves in unique ways, whether we decide to blend in or stand out from the crowd.
I personally do not like stereotypes. I don't feel like you should put yourself in a group. I think that's what being individual is not being put into a group.
Alea has a unique sense of style.
Yeah, I like to stand out. I like to look unusual at times, so I'm not afraid of that.
Ben is the only male cheerleader at Steele.
One day I just started cheering and it was a match.
Religion requires Rokia to wear a hijab, which changes her appearance.
I'm a Muslim. There's two words for it. It's called a hijab and a shal. It's like a law written in a book called the Quran, and every single girl has to wear it when they turn 9 years old.
Rachel spends 2 hours a day on her look.
I love how I can express myself through makeup.
Leah wears white face makeup because that's what feels natural.
There's really no reason. It's just kind of like what I've been doing.
Trinity's look says it all.
A lot of people just want to be the same, and I feel like maybe I should be the one to stand out.
And you do, Trinity. There are over 1,200 students at Steele High School, and no two are the same. These are just a few examples of individuals who choose to be noticeably different. We wanted to know what motivated them to resist the norm and what gives them the strength to simply be themselves.
At this level, a high schooler, maybe 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, trying to figure out kind of between a child and an adult, not quite there, and trying to be able to carve out their own independence from their parents who told them what to do, and they're trying to rebel or become their own person, trying to identify what they're interested in doing, as you've kind of talked to me about communications or economics or pathology or all these things. So it's just a time of discovery and development and being your own person and trying on some new hats. So I think it's pretty normal and pretty fun that kids do that.
And that's the case with the individuals we talked to. Each had a specific influence that contributed to what made them feel comfortable and led each to embrace their individuality.
My freshman year, there was like cosplayers here, so I thought it was okay for me to wear my ears, and it started from there.
When I was in like 5th grade, I got a Nirvana shirt, and I thought I was really cool. So I was like, okay. So it just kind of started with that, you know?
It started when I was a little kid, and me and my family, we were just going around singing plain old songs. My dad would just blare the music on his Pandora, and some of the songs I would know, so I would start singing them with him.
I started wearing makeup when I was really young, like 5 or 6, because I'm a competitive dancer, and I've had to wear makeup since then. But now I just do it for fun, and I started in like 7th or 8th grade.
Well, it started with my hair, and then sooner or later the colors I wore changed, and what kind of pants I wore, and the shirts I wore, and all that started to change.
My sister really got me into cheer. I'd go to the gym and she'd be tumbling and stunting and all that stuff, and I'd be like, you're so amazing, like, I want to be you.
Steele teachers Russ and Emily Marty understand these students' needs to be individuals. They both have a passion for tattoos and view their tattoos as a way to express themselves. So, in a way, they can relate to these students and the desire to express themselves in various forms.
I think I got my first tattoo in like 2004 or 5 when I was working at Ford Motor Company. It was just a small dove on my leg, and since that tattoo has been surrounded by others to make a whole, I guess you would call it a sock.
I got my first tattoo when I was 25, so I was already older, established, had a job.
So as a teacher, I kind of have to dress business casual every day, so most students don't know that I am pretty heavily tattooed. I've got tattoos on my upper arms, my entire lower legs are covered. I have a few small ones that people can see on my wrists and finger, but for the most part they're covered up.
I grew up with my grandpa had tattoos, my dad had tattoos, so I didn't really think anything of it.
It became a way of expressing myself, not only for things I enjoy, but for sentimental reasons as well.
Which is the point. As individuals, we try to find that match between who we are and what makes us most comfortable. Webster defines individuality as the quality or character of a particular person or thing that distinguishes them from others of the same kind, especially when strongly marked. And strongly marked they are, often being mocked or ridiculed. While they feel comfortable with themselves, they often do not match some of the perceptions of others at Steele.
I kind of feel that people always judge me because I wear this thing.
They call me weirdo. They call me a lot of names like freak. and such. Some kids have hissed at me, some kids meowed, some even gave me cat food and treats.
I mean, some people think I'm like a Satanist and stuff. I've had like people come up and be like, oh, you're like really weird looking.
So when I started doing cheer, everybody was like kind of skeptical about it. They'd always like make some harsh comments about me and make fun of me a little bit, but I just kind of brushed it off.
The ones that are kind of disappointing, I'll be walking down the street with shorts, and a t-shirt on in the summertime, and people will see and they'll kind of walk the other way thinking, oh, he's, some bad dude because he's got tattoos.
Lots of people on social media call me fake or all these names for wearing lots of makeup, but that doesn't stop me because I'm confident with or without it.
Confidence is key when you want to be yourself, but it is not always easy if your peers aren't accepting. However, our administration encourages individualism as long as it stays within school rules.
We want students to be able to feel comfortable and safe here, which is our number one priority.
Comfortable at school isn't possible without feeling comfortable at home. The individuals we talked to all said their individuality is embraced at home and they are supported by their families.
My family's opinion on me being a cheerleader is really positive. They're all really supportive.
My mom actually really likes my style. She thinks if I want to do this that I should be able to.
They don't really care. They just kind of figure it's like a phase.
My mom also wears makeup too, so me and her go shopping a lot for makeup, and so she really likes it, and my dad doesn't really care, but all around my family likes when I wear makeup.
It may be second nature to these individuals to naturally express themselves without the fear of being judged, but the truth is that they are often judged and they don't care. In fact, they believe others should follow their lead and openly be whoever they want to be.
My advice for others who maybe are a little afraid or timid to be themselves, just like go out there and have a good time. Like, who cares what people think? Like, being yourself is just so much fun and I love it.
Just embrace it and realize that that's what makes you the best you.
I say it shouldn't matter what people's opinions are as long as what you think is good, then that's what's good for you.
Just be you. Who cares what other people think?
People are gonna judge you no matter what, so why not make it fun?
Be yourself, live your life to the fullest, and don't let anyone change who you are on the inside or out.
Everyone should just be confident in themselves and express themselves however they would like to.
In like the long run, it's really not gonna matter.
You need to stand up for yourself and you gotta just put on that armor and just go out there.
I'm always thinking that people shouldn't judge other people by their looks, but what's inside.